Morning. Oh, let's turn this around. Beach. All right, hang out here. I'm gonna get situated. Hi, Claudia. Welcome to California. Claudia, can you hear me? It's Amy. I'm bringing you all some beach this morning. Let me know if you can hear me. Otherwise, I can try to put my headphones on and we can see if that works better. Okay, Claudia says yes. Kathy says hi. Hi, Kathy. Oh, deep breaths from the beach this morning. Oh, good. Claudia says very clear. These phones are truly amazing. It is so loud right here, but my phone has learned to pick up my voice. So I'm very happy to hear that. And I think sometimes when I put my headphones in, I talk much quieter. Here come a whole bunch of people catching waves. Anyway, I talk quieter with my headphones, so I think it's just better to use my phone sometimes. All right. Pamela's here. She says, good morning. Checking in at gate 150 for my flight to Peru. So excited to be with you all this morning. Wow, Pamela, you have swiftly moved through the world this morning. I'm happy to hear it. And Carol's here. Hi, Carol. We've got tea, a mug, Mandala supplies, a beach, and Amy. Ooh, look at his hair. Beachy. Good morning. Well, Pamela has started us off on our check-ins. I'm going to follow up with feeling relief. I made it. I made it to Mandala's this morning. Touch and go for a minute. No, all good. But yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm relieved, and I'm at the beach. So life is better at the beach, right? Cheryl says, good beachy morning. And Za is also here. Good morning from Za. Kathy wants to know if you're spending any time in Peru or if it's just a layover, Pamela. It's just a layover. I got her details. But she is going to Argentina and spending some time there, which is very exciting. Elaine says, good morning to you in the beach. Thanks, Elaine. Carol says, checking in, running errands, and listening to you. Well, I hope that our errands become a little better because we're here. And Claudia says, checking in relieved, there's no fever this morning. I'm glad, Claudia. Hope you're getting better. On the mend every minute. And Pamela says, a layover to Buenos Aires where we'll spend 2 nights. So I haven't introduced our group yet. Where you found this video, what we do. We gather every day. We've done it every day since 2020, so we're coming up 5.5 years of this. We spend a half an hour together. We ground, we share readings, we connect, we sometimes go to fun places like Manhattan Beach in California, and sometimes just the comfort of our cozy homes. And yeah, stick around. We draw. Some of us draw in the sand. I've been drawing in a notebook. Every day is different. It's a place to just slow down time as best we can and take note of it. And that note might be in a drawing or in some writing. So I'm going to turn you around and we're going to listen to the waves for our grounding today. And I was so worried about finding a place and getting here on time that I didn't specifically pick out a reading. But I do have some lyrics to a song that I wrote down recently on a bookmark. So we'll ground for maybe just 2 minutes of listening to the water and watching the surfers. And then I will just read. So if at any point you want to start drawing, feel free. But I really encourage you to take the time to slow down. Recognize our breath is like the waves. They ebb and they flow. Breathing in and breathing out. While breathing, maybe take a minute just to feel your body. See if it's talking to you anywhere. I'm a little in a cowering position, so I feel some tension across the back of my shoulders. Perhaps I can adjust my seating. Or perhaps I just witness that. Just keep breathing and be grateful that this breath just comes to us day in and day out. We could be sitting, we could be surfing, and we just keep breathing. Breathing in and out. And I'm going to turn a little so we can see. Well, here's the sun. But I was trying to get a couple more clouds for you because my reading is the song lyrics to a song it's a song called Resurfacing, and the poet, songwriter is called Alan Watts. And so we are always in a dither of doubt as to whether we are behaving the right way, doing the right thing, and so on and so forth, and lack a certain kind of self-confidence. And if you see you lack self-confidence, you will make mistakes through sheer fumbling. If you do have self-confidence, you may get away with doing entirely the wrong thing. The thing that you have to understand is this. You have to regard yourself as a cloud, because you see, clouds never make mistakes. Did you ever see a cloud that was misshapen? Did you ever see a badly designed wave? No, they always do the right thing. Now, so as a matter of fact do we, because we are natural beings, just like clouds and waves. Only we have complicated games which cause us to doubt ourselves. But if you will treat yourself for a while as a cloud, a wave, and realize that you can't make a mistake, whatever you do, Because even if you do something that seems to be totally disastrous, it'll all come out in the wash somehow or another. But this is the middle way of knowing. It has nothing to do with your decision to do this or not. Whether you decide that you can't make a mistake, or whether you don't decide if it's true anyway, that you are like a cloud and water. So I bring you clouds and water and natural beings. It's going to be hard for me to draw today. So I might just draw later. And Susanna is here. Happy New Year, sisters. Happy New Year, Susanna. I hope that the new year brings health your way, health and healing. Kathy says, I just read a poem last night about being the ocean. I love it. We can be clouds, we can be ocean, we can be whatever we want to be. And Pamela says, that was beautiful. Yeah, I was just listening music the other day, and then all of a sudden, it was kind of that spoken word sort of music with like ambient dance in the background, and it just said, you have to regard yourself as a cloud. And I was like, whoa, 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 what? I gotta listen to these lyrics. Oh my! Pamela says, I'd like for us all to honor the amazing Susanna, whose birthday was January 1st. Happy belated birthday, sister. Happy birthday, Susanna. Thanks for the Happy New Year wishes. We are fine, and thank the universe. Wow, happy birthday. How fun to have a first birthday. We can change, we can change, we can change. So, if you're just finding us for the first time, I mentioned before, we draw. We draw with, generally a mandala. Oh, I'm over here. We draw a circle, and I draw my circle with a complete breath, and it's often just kind of a whatever circle happens. So I'm going to do a circle at least while we're together. My circle met up pretty well today. And today is January 6th of 2026. And I am at Manhattan Beach. So I literally got here minutes before Mandala started, and I had to go to the bathroom, and I had to find parking, and I successfully did both. But Manhattan Beach, right behind me, it looks really, I've been here before, like probably 12 years ago, but I'm excited to walk around a little. There's these very steep hills that take you to the city part of it, and it reminds me a little bit of San Francisco, some of the hills, but it's just so compact up in there, and I just am gonna go find myself a place to eat some breakfast and explore. I like the juxtaposition of the dense urban, compact, kind of surfing, grungy feeling right here on the ocean. And then, it's a little bit industrial too. There's these ships probably cargo ships out there, and then we've got a little industrial stuff happening, probably up in Long Beach. And we also have some American gulls that are wondering if I'm having a picnic. No picnic for you. Susanna, you're getting all the birthday love. Ms. M, Claudia, everyone sending you wishes, and she says she can feel the love. Ah, and Claudia says, love Manhattan Beach, my old stomping ground with Luna the Husky. I remember Luna the Husky. I didn't know it was here in Manhattan Beach. Is that an egg or a golf ball? I don't have my glasses on. It's probably just plastic. It'd be hilarious if it was an egg. Ms. M says, sweet beach time is calling. Yeah. It's not an egg. It's like a plastic egg, in case you were wondering. Oh, I can feel the sun coming out. It's going to be a beautiful day. I arrived back at the Pacific Ocean yesterday afternoon, and it was such a sweet welcome back. I realized it has been since June of 2024 that I have touched or set my eyes on this lovely body of water. And it just feels good to be back. I know I've been on the Atlantic and the Gulf of Mexico and the Great Lakes, but to me they're just not the same. So I'm very happy to be back at the Pacific. And Pamela and I went for a beautiful sunset beach walk last night, and the clouds put on a show for us. We had kind of a sunset over the ocean with pinks and blues and a little purples and some grays. But then in the east, behind us, behind all the houses, there were these big, puffy pink cotton candy clouds, bright pink. And then they turned white when the sun went away. Just checking out my gull friend who is getting a little brave. Yeah, we've got eyes on you. So it was a lovely sunset. And yeah, Claudia says winter beach sunsets are the best. And it was perfectly timed with low tide. So it was pretty stunning. Elaine says, can we ever get enough beach time? I don't think so. You definitely can't get too much. You might be able to get enough, but you can't get too much. And she also sends birthday hugs to Susanna. Cheryl says, happy birthday, Susanna. And Ms. M says, so true, Elaine. Crashing waves and hugs. It feels good just to sit. But I'm going to try to draw a little bit. But I need 2 hands. So, let's see. Let's just turn you for a little bit. I'm going to set you down. You can have a beach scene. I think I mentioned that my brother gifted me some watercolors for that he received, and I think somebody else has this watercolor set. Kathy, is it you? Anyway, I'm really enjoying it. It fits in my travel mandala case that my previous 2 palettes did, and I'm liking kind of all the naturals along with some glitter. Okay, it's Ms. M. We do. Elaine does too. And Kathy has one that's similar. I knew that I had seen it before. Well, my brother got it in a blind, not a white elephant, but just like a blind exchange, and he picked it and he sent me a message and immediately said, "Do you want this?" And I was like, "Yes, I would love that." And I think it was really sweet that he thought of me and kept it rather than, trying for a different gift or something. So I also get to think of the generosity of my brother and how he thought about me with this watercolors when I use them. And Pamela says, beautiful focus of sticks in the sand with surfers in the background. Yeah, when I set the phone really low, that was pretty. Kathy says, my mandala words are pinwheel momentum. I can't wait to see that one, Kathy. I have only good visions that come when I hear the word pinwheel. Especially when I consider your style. So if anyone wants to tag their mandalas, we still have a following on Instagram, which is where we started. You just post your mandala either as a post or to your stories and tag at Our Mandala Universes. Also, that's where you can find any readings. I'll take a photo of my bookmark, I guess. My small sloppy handwriting. It's not sloppy, I ran out of room, so it gets a little tight. In case you want to see the lyrics of that song. And yeah, check us out on Instagram if you've never been here before. Miss M says it's such a fabulous case in a multitude of colors. It is. Elaine says I missed the palette, but if it's the one I'm thinking of, it was a lovely gift to me and my first grown-up paints. Here it is again, Elaine. And I just want to share my mandalas and kind of the beauty of nature, and I mean really the amazingness of having a vehicle. I can drive from the mountains to the ocean. Pamela says, my mandala words are, I am willing to be in ease. Yeah, Pamela, you have arrived. You have done the tough work, the planning, the packing, the logistics of getting to the airport. And now you're along for the ride. You're gonna have a fantastic adventure. I can feel it. Elaine says, I am willing to just be outside somehow, somewhere, soaking up clouds between storms. And Pamela says, our mandala paintings are almost identical. Oh, I love it. The inspiration sometimes is strong here. I think the other day Michelina read about ladybugs. She picked a ladybug card and there were at least 3 different renditions with ladybugs on them. Those are the waves that we share here at Mandala Universes. Zah says, thank you, Amy. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed watching the surfers, listening to the waves, taking some time for yourself. Maybe watching the clouds as they change. I mean, look at this. Look at these clouds. They're so good. Claudia says, thanks for the surfer morning. Pamela says, have a great adventure, Pamela. Carol says, have a great adventure, Pamela. Enjoy California, Amy and Marshall. We shall. So this guy. I mean, can you just think about moving forward into different activities in your day with that much excitement, where you just want to run into the next thing you're doing because it is the most exciting thing you're doing in that moment? Thank you, surfer, for that inspiration. My clock says it's 8:29. So our time here is almost done. But it's been a wonderful half an hour together. I'm going to send you off with much love and hope for some calm in your day. Enjoy whatever you're doing. I hope you can get outside and be creative and kind. All right, big hugs, and I'll see you all soon.